Welcome, warriors, archers, shields, and cavalry. I am your knight, now returned from a busy month. And today, I'm going to be doing two things. One, we're going to have a discussion about the new Warlord stuff that's been added since I've gone. And two, I'm going to give you a little update on what I'm going to be doing here. And it's going to be basically the same, just for anybody who's wondering. But anyway, so today, we're not doing this with the script like we've had in past times. I do have a couple things. Of course, we have new units down here, which, remember last time, I was talking in my last video, I do believe it was, about how it's been a while since we've gotten units, or maybe I did it on the Discord, whatever. But I'm so glad and so happy to see that the devs have finally added units more to the intermediate and more to the beginner. Well, the horseman's now a beginner, but I do like that we're getting more intermediate units, and I do like the new type of unit, even though I haven't tried out the the musketeers and whatnot yet, so we'll have yet to see if they're not just a reskinned archer. But so basically, right, I wanted to talk about this system. So when I first started Warlords, one of the things that I really liked as a player, this was long before I started doing guides or anything like that, I liked that a tier 1 unit, while it wasn't good, and maybe not as good as, like, I don't know, Crusaders, it could still fare a little bit, and one of the things that I've liked about Warlords is that it could fare. The tier 1 units could always do something even if not take the battlefield by storm. I think that these ability upgrades, though they are for your hero, I feel like putting players in different leagues kind of, it's like you're putting your players in a different area. So, like, the new players, they're never going to be able to do anything. One, the grind is already pretty big. I know it's intended late game to give the veterans something to work for, but let's think about it. So, the new units, you already have to grind those out, which that's not too bad. Then you have to grind 500, maybe more a level. And on top of that, newer players are going to have so much issue dealing with any higher end player, because this has never been the type of game where if you see a level 150 running swords, you should be scared. I mean, yes, their hero does more damage, but you can still win against them. But now, also, yes, I do like how they added cavalry abilities. But now it's just like, no, that's not. If you see a 150 sword and they've upgraded these trees for the sword, then it's just like there's nothing you can do. And I feel like that is a little dumb, and maybe you guys don't, maybe you guys enjoy this, but I always liked how the pros at the top of the leaderboard, unless they were using good units, were no different than the people at the bottom, except for minor stat differences in here, which aren't even, that bad. But anyways, talking about some of the new units before we, now, about the guide. So, about the guides, before we jump into anything else, units, my unit guides, the defender's coming up next. Huntsman's going to be after that. Polearm is going to be after that. Polearm and Lancer. We'll just decide who's better, as always. And then the Rogue will cover too. Also, I am glad that the Horseman got added as a starter unit, because they really needed a starter unit. I'm not going to redo a video on the Cavalry. Just, then we got Arquebus, whatever. I'm going to do an entirely separate video. I'll put these guys in the beginner or the starter guides because they're a new type of unit. Same with the rogues, more than likely. I think that these units down here are cool too. These are upgrades of these, and I will be obviously covering all that. And obviously, as you can see, I have everything of the previous set bought. I just have to buy these new guys. But anyways, guys, that's all this video was meant for. Next week, we are coming out with the Defender Intermediate Guide. Past this point, if you do not care about the channel and you just care about Roblox Warlords content, you can just leave now. But as for the rest of you, I will be doing Roblox Warlords, and that will be one of the main things. I will get through basically every unit, even if I don't get through them all, because say the game keeps updating after I leave or stop playing in, like, say it's a year and I just decide to move on as my main game. But likely you're not going to see me moving off of Roblox Warlords for a while. I will keep reviewing and putting out units. For the defenders, I have a very particular thing I'm wanting to do with them. Because, you know, I'm comparing all of them to the starter units. But anyway, I'm planning on doing some, like, story style events. So I would make up a story and it'd be like one of those cinematic videos. If you guys are interested in that, I would be doing them in like a Gmod, using night skins and whatnot, or maybe even doing it in Total War Warhammer 3, maybe even making Total War Warhammer 3 videos. But that's for the future. Don't worry about it right now. That's just thoughts for the future, food for thought. But right now, we'll focus on Roblox Warlords, and I will catch us up, because boy oh boy, do we have a lot of units to review. Anyways, guys, that's me, Medieval Zayak, and I'm retiring off duty for today. I will see you guys next Sunday.